Okay. Should be live any minute now, if it's not already going. Please. God, it would suck if it wasn't. Alright. So yeah, this is my attempt for a hardcore Nuzlocke on Pokemon Royal Sapphire. Uh, it is a difficulty ROM hack akin to stuff like Pokemon Renegade Platinum um, and other like style hacks. Um, I've done like a couple of attempts offline of this, and it is super fun. I have not like beaten it yet. I've only ever made it to the third. I've beaten the third gym. Is the farthest I've gotten, and I figured I might as well, you know, stream since I'm not really doing anything else. So let's go ahead and I guess just kind of get things going. I do also have documentation for this game available to me as well that I will be referring to and looking at times because it is, like I said, it's a little hard. So I want to make sure I'm prepping myself as best as possible for success. Um, won't need to rely on it like too much or anything, but it it's a hard game. So we'll keep the animations on for now though, and just kind of going. I've already got an idea for what starter I'm going to be picking as well. At least what I think is going to probably be one of the best ones. Um, so yeah, something, blah blah blah. No one cares, Professor Birch. And yes, pay attention to what you're told. There's definitely a lot of like new stuff. It's like a new story and stuff. So yeah, so what's different is that we've got um, a new and updated story. So it'll be bigger focus with Team Aqua. I know that much, as well as just like higher like difficulty trainers. Teams are have better IVs. There's no EVs either. Some Pokemon have held items, and gym leaders and stuff have full teams of Pokemon. So it is just a harder like experience of Pokemon Sapphire. Um, will be the boy this time, and we're gonna go with Aspen because you can tell it's an Aspen because of the way that it is. And I'm gonna try to be more consistent when it comes to my streaming as well. I'm horrible at at it, but I'm going. This is meant to be my way of like, well, if I want to actually beat this game, I'm gonna do it on stream. And so I'm only gonna play it while I'm on stream. Oh, something else is different with this game is that there's like updated like maps, there's updated encounters. The starters are different. If a Pokemon has like a regional form, it often will be that regional form. You'll see that with the starters in a minute, as well as there is updated shops as well. Really just for like ease of playing through the game. I've had a lot of fun. Like I said, I have not beaten beyond like a little bit past the I don't need to get close, actually. I've not beaten much beyond the third gym, so I really don't know a whole lot about this game. But I'm just gonna be kind of diving in. This is my first like real difficulty ROM hack I've ever played. Normally I just do vanilla Pokemon games, so getting something that's a bit more of a challenge is pretty nice. Um, and that's about what time it is, just about. Hopefully my water isn't too loud. Let me know if my water is too loud. I can find a different vessel to drink from if necessary. yeah, this isn't really much different from the typical like early game of Pokemon Sapphire. As you can see, though, the layout's a little bit different. Like the Pokemon Lab is all the way over here, as opposed to being like down over here. Um, and I really like the starters. Actually, none of them feel bad from what I've used so far. They all feel like that they kind of like have like a little niche that they can fill. Um, and because I've already got an idea for what starter I'm going to pick, at least for this run. I have some experience. I have more experience with one over the others, but I won't be picking that one actually this run. There's no real like differences in Pokemon stats aside from the starters. They're like a little bit altered, and you'll see why in a minute as well, because we're about to see the starters. So come up here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So your starter options for this game are Sneasel, Slowpoke, and Quillfish. And as you can see, they all are like their Hisuian or Galarian or just different forms. And they all have like their own little kind of niche. Their stats are like a little weakened to be kind of in line for what you would more of expect from a first stage starter, but their evolved forms are about the same. So Pokemon evolution levels are different, but no other like stats or typings or anything like that has changed. And I'm actually going to be going with Slowpoke as my starter. I think the bulk that it's going to have will be really ideal for a Nuzlocke. There's some ability changes, like you can see Puchiana doesn't normally have Intimidate. Um, normally has like Runaway. Ooh, this thing has Rain Dish, that's awesome. Recovery in Rain is nice. There are actually some fights that have rain going on in them, so being able to take advantage of that will be nice. Pokemon Learn sets have been adjusted as well, so they learn moves that better fit kind of their stats. There's no like physical special split in this game. It plays like Gen 3, but with some new Pokemon and just like more overall encounters available. Um, so yeah, there we go. Oh, I hadn't really even thought of a nickname theme like I should have. I guess I gotta come up with something. This is gonna be so unoriginal. We'll name him Male Slowpoke. I don't even know how you spell Peppermint. I'm just gonna name him Poke and we'll go from there. And so yeah, now we're gonna move on to going to fight May. Gen 3 music is so good. As you can see, the route layout is different. You can actually like avoid grass pretty easily. One thing I want to kind of highlight is the Pokemarts. The Pokemarts are actually changed. As you can see, you have access to really good items for very cheap, which I appreciate. I don't think that you should be gatekeeping useful items. So like I said, this is going to be a hardcore Nuzlocke. So I'll be playing with level caps, which Roxanne's level cap is going to be 15. So I can't go beyond level 15 for any of my Pokemon right now. And I'm just going to stock up on some items real quick since we've got the cash. Really don't need full heals since the full restore seed. And since Rival does actually have a couple of Pokemon, I am going to just work to get to level 7. Just so that way I have a little bit of a level advantage over her. Again, I think the bulk from Slowpoke is going to be nice, especially since I'll be moving last. There's usually grass in cities as well, so you can get like a lot more encounters, which is very nice, because this game is pretty difficult. Alright, May. Go ahead and get this going. Fish. Actually, does this get Intimidate? Oh, fuck. Like, no way to hit this thing. But it also doesn't have a way to hit me very hard either, so that's fine. Honestly, Tackle and Acid probably do about the same amount of damage, now that I think about it. Nothing. Actually, I think Acid can lower defense. Probably should be doing that. Yeah, about the same. Well, this is going to be a battle of attrition, that's for sure. I didn't even give him a berry. What am I doing? Honestly, I probably could have went up to level 8. Thankfully, again, the bulk is paying off. And I'm not really concerned about her Pokemon that she's gotten back. Honestly, I'm not super concerned about much until I get to the Watson split. That's when things are going to be a little bit more concerning. Okay, there we go, finally. Bound to happen at some point. And I'm glad it was in my favor and not hers. Quillfish down. And then she's got, yeah, Pichu in the back, which I think only has Quick Attack. 3 damage is a little bit more than I was expecting. Okay, but Acid is still fine. The Pichu would have to crit me like every single hit in high roll crit, and I would still be fine. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, now just head back to the lab, and thankfully I'll be getting running shoes soon. Speed up travel a little bit. You get the bike pretty early in this game as well. Let's see. There's some pretty solid early game encounters. I know something I would really love early. I don't know how good it is in the late game, but it kind of just dog walks Roxanne's team, and so I would love to have that. Let's see if we can get it. Also, you get the fishing rod early. I could have actually just already grabbed that. Not that I could have caught anything yet, but I'll make sure I get that on my way back through. Yep, obtained the Pokeball, but she gives you 5. Alright, deuces, y'all. Then finally have the running shoes. I don't have to just walk it. Yes, I know how to run, Mom. Appreciate you. Good lord, I'm looking at Roxanne's Pokemon moveset. It's wild. Alright. First encounter. Meowth on this route, man. Meowth is not a great encounter, I can tell you that much. Fake Out is nice, I'll give him that. That's about it. Yeah, let me go ahead and just catch this. Stop playing around. There we go. I guess the nickname thing is going to be just the last half of their name. So, welcome to the team. No, this is not randomized. This is just how the game is set up. Like it's got its own like set encounter tables and stuff. Like there's full documentations for it that are available. It's just a changed up difficulty hack. That's all. We'll be seeing some Hoenn Pokemon soon. We'll get the encounter here with the fishing rod. Maybe I won't. What we got? I hope this thing has huge power, because otherwise I'm gonna be very upset. Yeah, take like everything you kind of know about like base Ruby and Sapphire. Don't really need to worry about it. But it does have its own. Oh fuck! I did not nickname it. Shit. I'm so used to not nicknaming my Pokemon when I play. Of course, this thing has thick fat. This thing is your players. I don't think I've ever gotten a Meryl with huge power. Ever. Anything cool up here? I like Hoot Hoot. I like Hoot Hoot. I like it so much I'm going to use the Premier Ball now. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you, Hoot Hoot. My fault. My fault, G. Alright, let's go now. Okay. Wait. This thing is just going to be... I could have fished, but I don't really think fishing for encounters is super good in this game. At least not early on. The Electric Gym is brutal. I was hoping we were going to get some Hoenn Pokemon, but it seems like we're not going to be getting any for right now. It seems like we've been cursed with Gens 1 and 2. But I promise there are Hoenn Pokemon in this game. It's not on my team. I'm also really disappointed in my encounter quality so far. It's not like the end of the world. I don't think I'm missing anything super crucial. I haven't really looked at documentation for what Pokemon are where. But, like, I'm just gonna get everything up to, like, level 8. And then I'll be probably good for the early game. Again, really the biggest thing I gotta worry about is Roxanne. Um, and I'm pretty sure I'll have a decent enough counter soon. Are the Pokemon in the room with? If you close your eyes and listen really hard, you can like imagine that there might be Hoenn Pokemon. So again, even though I'm using rare candies that the game has, it's really just to cut down on grinding. Grinding is boring in my opinion. Um, and there's no EVs, so there's no point in grinding on wild Pokemon anyways. Like trainers and um, other trainers don't have any EVs either. So plus I can't over level. I gotta be cautious on that. So I'm just gonna get everyone to a conservative. Actually, I'm gonna get a 0 to 10 because it has been changed to where it will evolve into Meryl at 10, and that way it'll at least be not good, but it'll be slightly better. Again, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with um, Azurill without huge power, um, but it is what it is. Like it still has yet to learn a water move. Again, I'm excited for Hoot Hoot though. That'll be good for Brawly. Um, Brawly's a little difficult, so Hoot Hoot should be decent for that. And like I said, there's like some ability changes as well. So some Pokemon do get a little bit better. I really think that missing out on huge power is just going to make this Meryl useless. I can't think of anything I can realistically do with it, aside from maybe like weekly water gunning some Pokemon in Roxanne's gym. My Centra has fucking run away. Alright, yeah. Alright. Okay, cool. I can get some berries. Oh, a lot of trainers in this game are changed to be mandatory. There are some optional ones, and normally the optional trainers are guarding some type of like item that you just don't have, that you can't get unless you use them. And there's also some like optional boss trainers that you can fight as well. And if you do, you can get better rewards or get rewards that you wouldn't normally have access to earlier on. A big one comes after Watson, but again, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Actually, since it's a bug trainer, I'll lead with, and just kind of go from here. That's crazy that didn't one shot. Right? I'm not insane for thinking that. I'm glad I'm still faster, but I hope that doesn't like set the tone for the run. I was gonna point and be like, "Oh my God, look, this guy has the Hoenn Pokemon. He's got Hoenn bugs," but then he doesn't. Doesn't have Hoenn bugs. He has Johto bugs. And we'll swap Pokemon to the front. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. It's funny, like, I'm looking at Roxanne's team. She does have a Hoenn Pokemon on her team. A singular one. That was not as much damage as I was hoping for. And I don't feel like staying in because of the yawn. There's no way it yawns again, right? Take out into payday kills. Oh, it does. It has a barrier. I'm not dead to crit. I'm faster. Does double payday might kill. What's this one? Cool. Oh, and Pokemon! There it is! Oh, and Pokemon, right there. See, I told you. It just took us until the third trainer of the game. Oh wait, this thing gets follow me? Okay, hang on. Sentret might actually have some use for some double battles. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not probably dead to self hit. Don't confuse me again. Thank you. Yeah, you thought you could beat me, punk? Um, and let's just make sure that score is. Oh, and later you get access to max elixirs as well. Super appreciative of that. You know, I didn't really need to fight her, but I don't think there's actually an item up here now that I think about it. Whatever. Rebuff. I don't think I need to put rebuff this. This might just die. Okay. Oh god. Why are we both sleeping? Okay. Cool. This should be a two-shot, so I can acid and then just be done with this. Congrats, you wasted my time. There we go. This is just gonna be the same thing. Oh, it's rollout. Okay. Good old Pichu. Thankfully, since I'm not water type, only neutral. Dang. Poke is strong. And the funny thing is that this is the starter I have the least like experience with my own previous attempts at beating this. That's what I'm talking about, Poke. We know from experience that Azurill is dog shit. That roll is going to do 2 damage. I'm smart. Nice, very clean first route. And we can go to Petalburg, where there are some additional berries that you can buy. Yeah, and the max elixirs. Perfect. Yeah, give me those. Because that helps cut down on like trips to the Pokemon Center. And you can just use those instead. It'll just make it for more fun gameplay, in my opinion. Strawberry. Then we still have, it's funny, you still have to do the catching tutorial, even though you're gonna have like a full team basically before you do it. So there's like an item up here, which you have so much money, I'm not sure why they even feel the need to give you a big pearl. We can also get an encounter in the grass. Ah, I... Ooh. I don't think I really care for Jojuo, though. Like, it'll be okay for Brawly, but only okay. I guess I can't be too upset about a new Pokemon. Ah, I keep getting the nickname though. I like how I bought items to cut down on PC visits, and then here I am. I'm smart. I'm not gonna level up Doduro, actually, because I'll be getting another encounter soon. And then this is just like the regular basic patch tutorial. There's like nothing new as far as I can tell. Like I'm looking through the trainer docs that I've got here, and the only real thing to be concerned about is the fact that Roxanne has a full team. And her lead is not rock type. Other than that, that's like it. Nothing on there is like super scary. Her scariest thing just being her lead, or her not her lead, her nose pass. That's her ace. But can't get crit because it's got battle armor. That's like it. And aside from that, it just has like okay moves. Now, I will say the documentation for this game is very intense. It has like what moves they have, the IVs, any held items, levels. But there's also a calculator that it has that it will actually like pull up when you search the Pokemon. It'll be able to pull up the exact trainer you're fighting, so you'll be able to see the exact stats you're going up against if you are doing a calc, which I'll probably have to do later on. The early game feels pretty comfortable, though, I will say, from my experience. Alright, well, there's the catch tutorial done. I do find it wild that this isn't skipped. Like, who's playing Royal Sapphire as their first Pokemon game? Nobody. Alright, next encounter. Alright, well, I do play with Goop's Claws, so this is going to be a runaway. Yeah, having, like, the full documentation is so nice. Oh, and Pokemon! Fuck, Surskit, this is ass. Oh, I didn't even mean to use Yawn. What am I doing? I'm smoking crack. Jesus. Alright, the more and more I go through this, the more and more I'm getting concerned for Roxanne. Like, what is... I keep forgetting. Whatever. I want to get my Heidelberg Woods encounter, and I'm hoping that it is, like, somewhat easy. I think Poke might learn a water move, and if that's the case, then Poke will probably just have to be my answer for Rocks. Because Poke honestly kind of handles the first two gyms pretty well. If it learns a water gun, that is. I think it does. This is probably gonna attract me. That one. Ooh. Okay, this tackles. My berry will trigger, and then oh, I could have probably just went for the two. Probably could have just actually went for some acid, and probably didn't need to go for the one. Well, if not crit, then yeah. Last Pokemon, Tyrogue. I quad resist. Quad resist most fighting moves, so. Dang. Oh, another change. There's like some move changes. A lot of moves have like accuracy buff. Like for example, like Icy Wind, if I'm not mistaken, is just like perfectly accurate rather than being 95, which I appreciate. Oh, I think I'm gonna switch Poke out of lead just because I don't want it to over level. We can lead with. Alright, cool. So we have another trainer to fight, and then we can get the Petalburg. Oh, fellow Neo. I'm glad I got to that for the free damage. And then you just kind of have to payday and hope to be enough. You probably kill it in 2 more hits. Not the crit. We have an Oran Berry. Ugh, if we high roll, we might hit. Damn, okay. I think I'm dead to a bite critical. So, Eagle switches. And one more quick attack will be enough. I don't know why the sprites disappear like that when they use the berries. It might just be my emulator. Oh right, it's a lowland sandwich. Do I have an answer? Oh my god, this is steel ice. I think I need to shift him and yawn. Yeah, we can probably just go. Okay, well, I say that. Alright, at least we hit. Okay, that was solid damage. Alright, well, we're gonna take the Mud Slap. We're gonna yawn. It's probably gonna Mud Slap again so I can pivot to Hoodoo. And Hoodoo has Confusion. And that should be better since Confusion puts on special defense. I will say, a Lowland Sandshrew is pretty cute. it's not as much damage as I was hoping for. We'll switch back to Poke. Fell asleep. Hope this stays asleep for at least one more time. It's funny, I'm used to picking Sneasel, which is a fighting type, and it just kind of clowns on this, because it gets like low kick as its first fighting move, and like that's just quad effective once again. True. Cool. And we got a little bit of extra cash from the paydays. We'll switch Hoot to be up front so I can get the encounter, and then rebuild my team. Oh my god. It's so funny, I was saying how I don't think Roxanne is going to be a issue, and I was saying that because normally the encounters that you get pretty solid, and can kind of handle what she's going to be doing. But you get shit like this, it's a little hard to say that. Dude, Sandshrews so cool. I don't know if I'm able to actually get Sandshrew or where you can get it from in this, but it would be a lowland Sandshrew if I remember right. I think I will take the Butterfree though. I mean, Butterfree's like okay. At least I can use it to like bait rock moves. I can also use it to try to bait in. No, actually, it's not gonna really bait anything from Roxanne's team that wouldn't already just be coming out next anyways. Looking at the documentation right now real quick, just trying to see if there's anything I need to be concerned about. Aqua Grunt has 2 level 10s, so we'll probably just level up a little bit more. Alright. I think I like... how's this looking? Timid? Is it minus attack? Yes. Bro, Dugong is so underrated. I love me some Dugong. I think I like this team over, why am I healing again? Okay, and we have like one bug trainer before we fight the grunt. Yeah, we'll just get everybody to level 10. I really love like bulky water types. That's probably one of my favorite like kind of Pokemon. I love Dugong. I love Lantern. My favorite Pokemon's Milotic. Bulky water types are just kind of where it's at. Iron defense. Okay, hang on. We might have some play here with our pie. I did not realize. I was not aware of your game. I'm getting iron defense. Yeah, that ice is probably bad. My bad. Cool. Confusion. And I want to say, like, pretty soon it's also going to get Mega Drain. So, like, Arpie probably has, like, some potential utility on Roxanne. The issue is just that she's got 2 Pokemon with Fire-type moves. Knockoff? Okay. No, Sentret's way better now. Because there's, like, definitely some stuff that I wouldn't mind knocking off my opponents. I wonder what level Surskit evolves at. Sweet sense. What are you gonna use for that? Oh, there's also like some PP changes as well. A lot of like setup moves have like lower PP to kind of help balance the game out as well. Alright, cool. Just want to do a quick overview on Sonya. Compound Eyes. Yeah, as you see, Iron Defense only has 2 PP. Again, still just Payday and Fake Out with Meowth. And it has lower physical attack than special attack. This thing is fucking worthless. And alright. So we should be good to handle the stuff in the woods. Then there's a few trainer battles outside, and then the battles in the gym. Ooh, wait, which bro? Surskit? That bro? I probably could have been higher level. Sadly, my computer doesn't have like chat showing, so I have to like manually check it every now and again. So it just looks really fine. Surskit. Yeah, it evolves into Mastering. So it loses its cool bug water typing to get the infinitely shittier bug flying typing. Who just kind of clowns on this? That's what I'm talking about. Oh wait, we have one more Pokemon. Oh, just the Seedot. Okay. My bad, Seedot. I'm not dead to any crits, right? No. No way. Blue Flame's attack? How much is that? Like I said, we're not dead to any crits. Hey, what's up? Long time no talk. How you been? Iron Shade is nice. Forest Lord. What's the lead on this grunt? It's got like a few Pokemon. The grunt leads with a Poochyena with Intimidate. Which I think I'll probably just the Intimidate with and then pivot around from there. Yeah, might as well go with the items. Of course, the one guy I love grass I step on. See, I was hoping for like a damn Bellsprout as my encounter here. Bellsprout would have been solid. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a look name, which does not do anything for me really, because of how much you just get rid of enemies. I need to stop hitting the grass. Well, Lotad. I love Lotad. I love his little hat. Alright, this guy gets jumped by the Aqua Grunt, which he doesn't have anything super crazy. His most concerning threat is probably his Tentacool. Um, why does his Krabby have Hypercutter and no way to hit me physically? Whatever. I'm gonna hurt my head if I try to understand why some of these trainers have some of the things that they do. Alright. So we can fake out for just to finish it. This thing does. Okay. I'll say this thing does have an orange berry. Um, it might be going for Howl, in which case I'm not like super big on giving it free setup, but I kind of can't do too much else. Nothing else on this team has any berries. Oof, that bite was actually a lot. I am dead to crit. Okay, Centric's still dead to crit, but it lives another hit, so I'm relatively safe for another QA. Okay, cool. And this is probably just going to go team order, so Tentacle's probably next. Oh, I am wrong. Okay. We live another. We live another if we don't get it. I think I'm just going to kind of play it fast and loose with the Centric. Oh my god, it has Ice Shard! I'm literally looking at the fucking doc and couldn't be bothered to read that it has Ice Shard. I'm a special kind of stupid. Okay. That was embarrassing. Okay. Tentacle is like no defense. Couple paydays will be up. 3 paydays should be enough. It is like a toxic stall set with like protect. In fact, I'm predicting it's just gonna go for protect. So I'm just gonna switch to poke because it really can't do anything. So okay, going for Ash. That's also fine. The worst they could do is lower my defense, and that really doesn't matter. Cool. You're just wasting my time, but that's okay. That was a crit? That's wild. Oh man. Alright, I'm just glad he didn't protect again to waste even more of my time. Alright, and then its last Pokemon is a Krabby. Krabby is actually one I was really looking forward to hopefully getting. Krabby just kind of shits all over Roxanne's team. So I'm very sad that I did not manage to get it. But all this thing has is like Harden and like Whirlpool. So I have nothing to worry about this. Yep. Sadly, gotta go put Surskit away, so can't use it anymore. But that's alright. I'm probably not gonna pull anything out from the box because I only have 2 more fights that I have to do. Or sorry, 3 more fights that I have to do. Yeah, I only have 3 other fights I need to do to get to where I can get my next encounter. And I think almost anything I have in the box is probably going to be better than. Sorry, or almost any encounter I can get is going to be better than what I have in the box. Alright, well. Alright, time to officially name this the yard, as I do for all of my Nuzlocks when I need to put something out of the yard. Grip centric. Beautiful. I was actually very excited to have Centric with knockoff, being able to get rid of problematic items, and not having that is going to make me a little sad. But that's about it. Honestly, squad's still looking solid. I think I would have rather had lost Meowth over Centric if I had the choice. That was just a complete misplay on my part. Looking at the documentation, but not actually reading it. But, I mean, I am a Magic player. I know how to read. Speaking of Magic, I'm super excited for the Strixhaven set that's coming out. I'm going to the pre-releases. Yeah, it did die before I got to make use of it, so... I also think I clowned on it when I got it, so I guess that's on me. I really gotta stop clowning on my encounters and be thankful when I have them. So this thing is poison type, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Fusion's super good. Slingshot, I'm still probably faster. Nice job. That's not as much as I was hoping for. Thankfully, Leech Seed isn't gonna matter. Yeah, I was fighting the Aqua Grunt, and the Aqua Grunt had a Snow Runt, and it had Ice Shard, and it was just faster than me, so it outsped my Quick Attack and killed me when I was at low health. Again, it was completely my fault. I have the documentation up, and I just chose to not look at it properly. Oh, Hoodoo is actually dangerously close to dying there. I didn't even pay attention to that. Good trainer. Okay. So there's Hoodoo, and probably just gonna swap to with as my lead. Oh, TMs are like single use in this game, but in a lot of cases you'll actually get multiple TMs rather than just like one. So it does still allow for like some team building diversity. Alright, we'll take her on, and then we have one more fight on the bridge that we have to do, and then I can get my next encounter in Busticle City. I kind of forgot she is a grass type trainer, and I could have led with literally anything. Sure, we'll lead with Poke. Ori? Wow. I shouldn't have given Shroomish as much credit as I did. Nice. Not nice. But yeah, with the way things are going, I'll definitely be able to at least make it to Roxanne. Whether I'm going to win or not, that's a little up for debate. But I'm at least going to be able to make it to it. Congrats, you learned Bite. I think I'm just gonna stay in. Because I think she has another grass type in the back. So. Come on. I might need to switch just to reset my defense drops. Right? How much does this do? Okay, that's not. Okay, still nothing. Never mind. Poke is bulky as hell. Oh, yeah, we'll just. Acid's probably gonna do like 5, 4. Yeah, 5. Nice, nice. I don't think. Yeah, the self hit does not really matter. It would have been cool if it just killed, but Poke is so good. That's the issue, is that like the starters are really good, so I use them a lot, but I'm like, I don't want to overlevel. Like, I'm only 3 levels away from overleveling. Alright. Okay, we just gotta clear through her, and then I can go get my next encounter. I should get 2 encounters, because I need the one above Crossbow as well. Go Tad. We go for bite punches. Does Payday kill though? Probably not. Cool. I'll take it. Never gonna be upset that Meowth actually pulled his weight. Oh, well, we know from experience Sentrets are ass, so we're fine. That was a lot more than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. I'm dead to crit. I probably could have given my Pokemon puppy more candies. Oh god, how much is this gonna do? Dead to crit. Okay. If it doesn't crit me, I live another. And I think that's worth it to go for right now. This thing probably has QA. Yep. Oh god, I'm so stupid. Okay. I'm impressively bad at this. Okay, yeah. We're fooling, we're living. Yeah, bite isn't any more damage, so we'll just keep sticking with Payday. Worst they can do is burn me. Bite KOs. Okay. I've been in worse positions. I don't really care for the berries right now. I didn't mean to go into Mark. Damn it. I bumped my mic. Is everything still sounding okay? I hope so. Alright, well. Already 2 Pokemon dead. I might have to pull from the shitty Pokemon in my box. Boink. I have no experience with this thing, actually. It might be okay for Raleigh. Um, Little Ink. Yeah, I have no clue what this thing does. Can't be confused. Seismic toss cup. And confusion. Okay. Well, I mean, it hits kind of hard. I know Grumpig is, like, kind of decent, stat-wise. Emphasis on, like, kind of. And then, what's my encounter here? Mankey. I think getting a monkey will be nice. Mankey deals pretty solid damage. Honestly, I really like that for future fight as well. So that's gonna be Mankey's gonna be like a high key good encounter. Vital Spirit, so no sleep. It looks really wait. Is that 9 speed? Did I read that right? Am I tripping? Oh, 19. Okay. Nice, cool. Doesn't matter. So yeah, as you can see, there's a ledge here, and so this actually is like a little gauntlet where you have to fight some trainers before you have the ability to come back through. Just another like little step up in difficulty that this game implements, which I'm appreciative of actually. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and build our team for Roxanne. Let me take a look at my doc. So, because there's 2 trainers in there, lead Cubone, Hisui Growlithe, and a Geodude, and then Nidoran, Swinub, Geodude. Not. Oh. So what's the stats on this? 10 special attack. And I do know that the Cubone has Rock Throw, which would be fully accurate, if I'm not mistaken. Does Bubble 2-shot? Maybe. I think we swap Hoot Hoot for No, just because of slightly better typing. Not like it. And we probably get up to 13 and go from there. Yeah, I think everybody at level 13 should be solid enough right now. That's also going to be the highest level we're fighting up until we get Rose. Headbutt. Okay, I was really hoping for like Water Gun. And I think missing the Water Gun will make me feel a little more sad about what I have to deal with. But it's okay. Leech Life. Okay, Leech Life is a little bit buffed. It's like 13 BP in this, or not, 40 BP in this game. It was pretty solid. Any cool moves? Point? Anything? No? Okay. I hope make you learn something other than just fucking seismic toss, like something like low kick or karate chop. Low kick. Cool. Okay. Then we'll just outfit everybody with. I think for the first fight, we're gonna do orange berries. Ice punch. Okay. Meryl's getting some utility moves now. We're already holding on there. My bad. I just noticed that this Cubone will be fighting has a timid nature, which is like incredibly ass. What? I'm so confused. Alright, let's go ahead and rock, let's rock it and roll it. I misread the doc. I thought this was actually a lower. Okay. We'll fake out, and I think we probably just go for like fight flinches and just save health on it that way. Yeah, okay, this seems not good. I think one more bite and it's dead. Geodude next. Yeah, again, I think we just kind of fight flinch with and pull it away. We were dead to crit. We're still faster. Probably. We might still. Yeah. Still. Ooh, we don't care. But we flinch. We flinch. Alright, and that just leaves the Hisuian Growlithe. Adorable looking thing, by the way. And I think we hard switch into them. Damage. Okay, that was a crit. Okay, I thought that was non-crit for a second. I think we're still faster, even after the speed drop. Not dead to crit. Okay, we're not faster. We will be dead to crit now. Well, we claim to it. Oh, never mind. Just going for the. Oh, we were dead to quick attack crit. That's fine. Alright, give with the orange berry, then we'll just heal up and go for the next fight. Yeah, why not? And next fight has lead, meter, and male. And we're just gonna go with point. Faster, and we probably just two-shot and call it a day. Be one-shot, that's what I love to see. Let's see what's next. Okay, just going Team Order. So Swinub, Rock Tomb, Mudslap, Yawn, Ice Shard. I think we just go for Confusion. And How's Rock Tomb's damage? Nothing. Okay. Ew, wait. Spoink is crazy. We'll KO it, and then they'll bring in Geodude. Rock Tomb, Mud Slap, Rock Smash. Probably just going for Rock Tomb again to have more speed control. So we just go into we outspeed after this Rock Punch. That's a little bit more damage than I was hoping for. Yeah, we outspeed. Let's Rock Tomb again. Probably slower now. And that means it probably won't go for it now. Usually the AI doesn't like using speed control moves once it's faster. And I'm pretty sure it'll be faster now. I'm wrong, but we outsped and killed it, so that's even better. Swift. Okay, that's useless for us. Okay, cool. A small, like, slightly rocky start, but it's alright. 2 deaths, and could have been worse. They're Pokemon that I'm not super concerned about. I just would have liked to have gotten some value out of them, other than them just dying early on, but it's alright. Level cap's 15, so we can level up everything to 15. And take on Roxanne. Slack off? This is the best Pokemon in the game. Holy shit. Do we get rid of Yawn? Sure. I can always relearn it with Heart Scale. So. Aqua Jet. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, it's like every fucking water Pokemon and their mother learns Aqua Jet in this game, it seems like. Which, that will be nice for a bunch of Roxanne's team. So Surskit I feel a little bit better about now. Cool, Karate Chop just in time. Alright, so she leads with Nidoran female. I think I'm going to just lead like I did with Spoink and go from there. Mostly because Spoink's typing is a little bit better being Pure Psychic as opposed to Poison Psychic. I don't think I want the bringing in Pokemon that are Mud-Shotting, unless I want to bring a Flying type for pivoting, but I think that's just like trying to do too much fancy stuff. Are there any other items I'd want other than berries on my Pokemon? The worst I could think of is maybe like getting paralyzed. Actually getting rid of something. Oh yeah, like I'm ever gonna use that. In the ROM hack where the moves have more accuracy. Yeah. See, Nose Pass paralyzing things would be annoying, but I think having the extra bolt will be better. So we're just gonna go for it. So, Confusion for an Oko? Ooh. A little sad about that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Because now I probably am going to lose it, probably. Don't jinx the run, Ross. Rowlith. Why is that? Oh, his bite. Okay. And it's probably going for bite. Doesn't have anything good against Key, so we'll hard switch into Key. Okay, it went for speed control and went through it and threw out Rock Tomb. I believe this should be faster than me. I did not mean to go for no kick. I meant to go for karate chop. Karate chop with a KO'd. And now I'm just taking extra damage. Shit. Damn it. Okay, that's actually really annoying. Alright, Barry. Why did Nose Pass come out? Is it gonna Thunder Wave me? Maybe. No, just going for rocks. They're still so fine. Yeah, Fire Punch isn't okay though. We came really close. Holy shit. Alright, Kabuto, Rock Tomb, Mudshot, Water Pulse, Mega Drain. This is probably just going for random move. In which case, I think my best bet is just Whiff. It doesn't take anything super effective. I can fake it out. Water Pulse. That's a lot. Okay. Probably going for Rock Tomb. Speed is lower, but I'm still probably faster after the 1 speed drop. Is there anything I can switch into that's like okay against Rock Tomb? Not really, because I don't really want to take anything else. Oof. Yeah, I think I might just bite and sack with to get a flinch. Cool. Didn't have to sack him yet. Okay, Geodude probably also again going for Rock Tomb. Has Dig, has Brick Break, has Defense Curl. We'll go to Poke. I'm predicting a Rock Tomb. Brick Break. That's actually some. I didn't think about. Wait, am I reading this wrong? Okay, no, I do see Brick Break. I'm just. Am I slower? Probably. Nice. And it still went for Rock Tomb because I'm faster. Going for Defense Curl over Dig is crazy. Thank you for just letting me get the free KO. And now all that's left is an Onyx. Swagger. Okay, that's not great. So we just have an Orange Berry. There's no way I'm losing to an Onyx, right? Another Confusion might KO. I actually have to hit the Confusion though. That is a KO. We slack off here. Okay, cool. Going for Dig. So I'll get to go up to full health, provided I don't hurt myself. Nice. Alright, this is perfect. I'll heal, and then I'm pretty sure even if this high roll crit, it would fail me. Yeah. Cool. Oh, Onyx is still alive. Why are we swaggering? wasting my time. Oh my god. I hate myself gonna do so much damage. Cool. And that's Roxanne. Dang, Pope actually does pretty fucking good against this. Did not mean to fuck with well, I know I'm poisoned with one Pokemon, so I definitely need to heal that. Okay, cool. Yeah, Deathless Roxanne is nice, which is kind of what I was expecting, honestly. So, um, I'm glad I didn't have to sack anything. But if I had to, I wouldn't have been like that upset about it. And now I can swap out some mediocre team members for some a little bit better. Let me actually switch over to the next tab on my dock. Look at all this stuff. I don't think I need to worry about really anything. Ooh, actually, I'm glad I did that because one of the first trainers that we fight, Bug Catcher Jose, has a Shuckle. Who can't do anything against Poke, so we're lit. Alright, yeah, we'll swap out Meowth and Meryl for Doduo and Poop. Did I heal? So yeah, this Shuckle would be something I'd have to be concerned about. But thankfully, because the worst it can do is just try to stall me out with Rest. And honestly, I can just like kind of spam Acid to hit with that. So no, yeah, we're gonna be sitting pretty. Let's level up some Pokemon. Maybe we'll see Doduo getting some cool moves. Who knows? Rage. Rage might not be bad, actually. Double kick. That makes sense. Actually, double kick's very nice coverage move for this thing to get. And we'll do Hoot Hoot up to 15 as well. Hypnosis. I think that's a buff to have like 70 accuracy. Yeah. I like that over Growl. Okay. And now I can give Pokemon Oran Berries, and then we'll be good to start on the next leg of the journey. Does Rock resist poison? No, I don't think so. Yeah, blah blah blah. You psychic your drop, blah blah blah. Yeah, your Pokemon is tough. Although I don't know why it says are tough. You should have said is tough. Because he just has the one. Yeah, this thing has an Oran Berry, Toxic Withdrawal, Rest, Protect. God, it's just gonna keep using Withdrawal, actually. But let me just. Oh, this is just gonna kill me by insanity. Cool. Okay, I was hoping and praying for. This thing gets some self hits, then I'll feel okay. Because that's also going to be less protects, less rest. Oh my god. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to deal with this quickly? This is just annoying me. Okay. If we get one more self hit, then it's dead. But if it doesn't, it's probably gonna rest. Yeah. Such engaging gameplay. We get another hit. We'll be asleep. Woke up. Snapped out. Oh my god! Honestly, that's still not much. I'm hoping it doesn't rest again, otherwise I'm gonna... Toxic's fine. I'll just pull this through. I probably should have just led with Source Gate and did it this way. I was trying to be safe. Boom, get out. Source Gate, appreciated. Looking at the next trainer as well, Poke again just fucking clowns. It's insane. Because next trainer is the Chop, Unknown with Hidden Power Fighting, and then Trico. So, nothing I need to be concerned about there. Bring it over here. Just fusion. Rico isn't able to do anything. Didn't need the headbutt. Just press the wrong input. Go over to Acid. My bad for Corner Knife. I didn't even think about that. My fault. I'll headbutt this. 2 damage. I don't know why I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm really liking the fact this thing has range-ish now that I think about it. That's going to be so useful for an upcoming fight. And I'm also not really concerned about the next trainer either. I will swap out from Poke as my lead though, and I don't want to over level. And I think Poke will be very much needed for the fight against we'll leave that there. And then this is actually the final trainer of like the first gauntlet, so you can actually go back to the focus center if need be after this. This thing is still just normal type coverage, like probably could have just let Monkey, but Gojo will get some time to shine. This isn't gonna do anything. Metronome. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Okay. Honestly, I was expecting something weird. I think this has adaptability, so it'll hit like kind of hard. I hit harder though, so it's okay. Oh well. And then there is a back-to-back battle. Now, I think I want my lead. What's a good lead against both of these? I don't really have one. I think I'm gonna go Surskit and hope. Oh man, I was really hoping that it was gonna be the other trainer first. Okay, that's not that bad though. He's leading Slugma though. Oh wait, this thing is Blaze. Ooh. Probably gonna just go for Rock Tomb. Doesn't get stab on it, so. Yeah, it goes for Rock Tomb. That actually isn't that much. Speed drop doesn't matter when I have Oxygen. And then this should just be Aaron coming out next. Okay, never mind. Jesus. I don't super want to go into anything. This thing's gonna rock throw me. Going for the rock throw. I can go into poke. With very little damage. And it's probably going for Dig. Okay, that's... Why? Why aren't you going for Dig? I'm so confused. Ah! It's like this thing's... It's like this thing's just trying to piss me off. Okay. We definitely take a Dig. So, I'll stay. It took it worse than I thought. Okay, this thing is just going for, like, random moves rather than anything that makes sense. Slack off again. We're faster. Yeah, I guess Aaron is really slow. And... I guess we'll go for Headbutt. Attempt to flinch. I hope it digs. Why are we just going for moves that don't make any sense? Cool. Okay, cool. Alright, this should be a completely safe switch into Key, which can just karate chop the player. Nice. Probably as safe of a switch as I could have given it. I guess aside from yawning. We're not going to worry about that. Alright. And then next up we have a Hisuian Voltorb and a Magnemite. Which Hisuian Voltorb is Grass Electric. And Surskit should be fine. Even though it's super effective. Okay. Fuck, what do I do now? Body Chop? Hope it KOs? No para? Cool. I really thought Surskit was going to live that. It's Impish, and that lowers its special attack. And Voltorb has, like, very little special attack to begin with overall. I really thought Surskit would have lived that. Well, we can go back now, and so actually, let me get my encounter, and then we can do that. Yeah, let's get our encounter. Did not mean to leave. Zubat. Okay, that's fine. Actually, Zubat's probably really good for Brawly. I don't have any experience with using Zubat in the split yet, though, so... But I mean, it can only be so bad, right? Right? Alright. Yeah, let's... So, let me look at the doc as well. Have anything we need to be worried about? His Grunt is just like a slightly stronger version of the Grunt we fought before. So, shouldn't be anything too crazy. I completely messed up. Heal me, woman! Thank you. Thank you, Nurse. Alright. Died too young, Surskit. Died too young. But yeah, looking at what we have to deal with, definitely taking Zubat over anything else. Adamant nature, that's what I'm talking about. Adamant nature. Need to deal damage. It does have Intimidate on the lead, Poochyena. Big Poison Fang, Bite, Howl. Yeah, Doduo lead seems right. Actually, Zubat lead looks correct against the Poochyena. Shadow Sneak. Okay. My fault, Zubat. My fault. And there is an Aerial Ace TM that I can get from a optional trainer. I don't know if I really want it right now, though. This Pokemon are mostly level 14. If I go up to 16, my level cap is 20. Yeah, I think I'll go up to 16. This team actually looks pretty solid for Ollie overall. But maybe I'm forgetting something that Brawley has that I need to be concerned about. Okay, OBS had a weird thing saying that it disconnected and reconnected. I hope stream didn't die. Seems like things are okay. Lead Poochyena, Intimidate, Oranberry. This is a newer game. Intimidate wouldn't even work on my Zubat. I still don't have any stab moves on this thing, but Leech Life is solid. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, Zubat. So this should bring in Snorunt? Yeah. Because it has priority Ice Shard, which it's probably going for. So we'll switch to Poke, take that. That would bait Bite, so we can switch into Key. And then Key can probably just take the KO. Yeah. He can probably just take the KO Karate Chop. If it doesn't take it, it's really close. And then I think this is just going to go in team order, so it'll be Tentacle. Oh, actually, I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, it has agility, but the worst thing it can do is, like, Water Pulse, which I live 1, actually. Comfortably with. And then this is probably just going to go for an Aqua Jet. Cut. Cut is changed, by the way. Cut is a Steel-type move now. So, it actually has, like, some use. Do I want to learn Fury Swipes? I think I'll take it over Seismic Toss. Alright, we've got Tentacle, Toxic Acid, Aqua Jet, Screech. A prediction is that it's going for Toxic. We don't live a crit, but we get another hit with it. Yeah, we'll switch. And we should live anything that this thing could. Man, Spoink is pretty fucking good. Wait, I didn't know Spoink had game like this. Hold up. So we get the Devon Goods, and then we're gonna get the HM for Cut in a minute as well. Yeah. I didn't have anything planned, so I just it is just bullshit basically, but Okay, we'll restore key. Actually, there was no point in doing that. I think Now, I think I do want to get the TM for Aerial Ace, and I think I just want to go ahead and get that now. I don't know if Zubat is going to get Wing Attack by level up. So I think I'd rather pick up Aerial Ace just in case, or Brawly. Yeah. I think Meowth's nickname is by far my favorite that I've done. Going for bites? It's probably going for another bite. So we'll just switch. Go. Actually, give this thing some more use. Sludge. Okay. Why the fuck? What the hell? Wait, why the hell did it go for Sludge? Fuck, that was bad. I resist that. What is your problem? And now you're gonna go for bite and flinch me. Thank goodness. Boom, Ekans out. Man, I gotta probably avoid most of the optional trainers though. After this, thankfully there's not too many more. Absolutely goated Ghastly Sprite, by the way. I don't think I want to risk this. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so weak. Thought it was what the. I just put the what the hell WTH together. That's funny. Does this thing not have anything that can actually like deal damage properly? Okay, cool. I was so concerned for that. I think it's just gonna sideways me, and I'm not gonna go. I just need to wake up. Which I'll hopefully wake up next turn. Slack off, heal. You need to wake up! Then... Damn you! Okay. Since I know this doesn't have a ghost move, I'm just gonna go for one. That's so funny. The other thing just has Psywave and Nightshade for damaging moves. Okay, I don't know why I was concerned about this. I could have done this already. Well, high level though. Sludge, yes, I'll take that over Acid. Cool. Now I have Aerial Ace in my back pocket for... Oh wait, I'm poisoned. Did I hit that? But yeah, so far so good. But I mean, as you can see that, teams are like decently crafted. You gotta kind of think about what you're doing with some of them. Can't really just go in super unprepared. Like, I was doing no documentation for my first, 5 runs or so on this. This is actually run number 6. And towards the end of my run on run 5, I was using documentation, and even with it, I got mollywhopped. Granted, I was doing something I should not have done. I decided to fight the win straights, because I was like, ooh, I can handle that. I could not handle that. But I really like my team for Raleigh, I think. Coming up is a double battle, though. Which, if you don't know, double battles are my favorite in Pokemon. I love double battles. That's why I really love Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, because since it's all double battles, I wish that they would do that more with Pokemon, or like a ROM hack that was just all like built around being double battles. They're so fun. Okay, so looking at the how does I think of growth? You know, I'm not gonna try to make sense of it. Um, okay, cool. So I'll still be able to go for a little bit more, but I will have to stop pretty soon since I do have to work tonight. But we will get as far as we can before I absolutely have to go. Um, Steel type coverage, I'll put it on Doduo. Yeah, I think I'd rather get rid of Rage. Well, so evolutions are modified a little bit. I don't know if any of my Pokemon right now have anything that's gonna make them evolve sooner. Yeah, Hoot will evolve, and it's kind of it for sure. But I'm okay with that. Who steps into the damn grass? Um, Tiny mushroom. That's just extra cash. Oh yeah, oh yeah, with there's no like friendship evolution either. Like they're just changed to be level up. Okay, so we've got a double battle coming up, and then I think after that it's just gonna be gym trainers in terms of what I'm going to do. I think I'm just gonna go straight into the gym after this. Yeah, so it's a post game thing. I don't know what it's about. But when I tried to interact with it before, it was just like, you can't do this yet. And I was like, oh, okay. And just kind of left it at that. Alright, so we got Pikachu and Eevee. The Pikachu's likely going to fake me out. I don't know who, though. I'm going to go for Karate Chop on Eevee to try to KO it. And Sludge, I think, is my highest damage on Pikachu. Well, Helping Hand. Is it Helping Hand fake out? Damn! Okay. I was really hoping to hit that Eevee. Alright, then. KO, it is a KO. Exactly, yeah. It's just a barricade to prevent you from getting further. Stop helping his hands! Eevee down, crit didn't matter, I'm pretty sure. And the Whismur has like 2 moves. I'm not concerned. Like, Whismur set pass. With the helping hand boost doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, you're poison and then you're gonna die to poison. Cool. For now. Cool. Smooth and simple. The way I like it. Shell Bell, which is nice for healing. We can go. Oh, we actually have another encounter, because I can get the Do for Town encounter, and I could do an optional fight and get another encounter. Ooh, that might be worth it, actually. Yeah, I think getting the extra encounter is going to be worth it. Yeah, I still got, like, plenty of wiggle room in my level cap. It's not until 20. I need to deposit the items that I don't need. Because I think your bag can still get full in this game, which is really lame. I'll keep the shell bell, though. I can put that in. Like shell bell on Slowpoke? That sounds cool. Okay, Caterpie dupe, so don't need to worry about that. Anything else? Okay, again, Caterpie dupe. Anything else? Brother, give me a Pokemon I don't have. Well, I asked for something I don't have. Ask and ye shall receive, I guess. Did I not even do anything? I'll probably level it up and don't learn anything interesting, but probably not. Welcome to the team, Onat. I'm Irish. Yeah, we'll go get the encounter from the cave. There's only one fight I have to do for that. And the cave encounter could be pretty good. You can get Tyrogue, which you can get a Hitmon pretty early. Get a ground type for Watson, which I don't have. A ground type would be awesome for Watson. What does this have? Nothing I care about? Question mark? And defense? Well, I'm just gonna bite this. Well, it doesn't have any more uses of iron defense. Okay, protect. So it's just wasting my time. Oh my god. You have an aneurysm. Yeah. Okay, that's not very much damage, all things considered. So what, is this supposed to be like clamp, protect, stall out? Does this thing not have a berry equipped? Why the hell is this? Okay. I guess it just triggers at a lower health than I thought. That's a crit clamp, but it's okay. Yeah, we'll just go to Poke. Yeah. Confusion, like, this is just gonna Aqua Jet and do nothing. And now I get my next encounter. Then I think I'm just gonna go into the gym. Nothing really looks super scary. So, also, I can get flash from this guy. Cool. Alright. Okay. So this is gonna be really funny. I'm gonna make a prediction on what this is gonna evolve into with its nickname, and it's gonna be really funny when I'm wrong. uh, so we're gonna call him Lee, and it'll be really funny when he does not get to evolve into Hitmonlee. I actually think I might put that on the team because it has high stats when it evolves, and it will evolve. I think it evolves at 18 in this game. Yeah, I'm really glad I did not get Machop actually as my encounter. Um, you can get Machoke or Machamp in this game. Trait evolutions are changed to be level up evolutions. However, it does not evolve into Machoke for the Watson split. It is one level off, and that is depressing. Like, the Watson split is so scary because of how little firepower you can have when compared to what you're dealing with. Alright, is there anything here that is, like, lower value that I would want to swap in Lee for? Okay, so if its defense is higher, it's Hitmonchan. If its attack is higher, it's Hitmonlee. If they're even, then it's top. Looks like I'll be getting Hitmontop, which I guess if it stays. Oh, yeah, I figured I would just check the stats. I mean, you'll get to see the stats as you level it up anyways, so it's not like it was going to be that big of a surprise. But I think I will probably just... is there anything I would want to take out? Handle it, yeah. Hold on. Take that. I think I'm just going to keep my team as is. Actually, nah. There's no reason for me to bring Mankey when I can just have a better fighting type, I think. We'll put we'll put we'll put them both up to level 18 and then compare, and then whoever's just the better Pokemon on the squad. Yeah, cool. Coverage is nice. I like that over tackle. Which, I mean, there's no way that a fully evolved Pokemon has worse stats than a Mankey, but we'll see. I actually wasn't paying attention to the stats. Is it still going to be Hitmontop? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. I've gotten a Hitmonchan and a Hitmonlee before in a couple previous runs, so it will be nice to get experience with Hitmontop and see how that goes. I wonder if it keeps Guts. I love his sprite. It's so fun. Intimidate! Okay, that's fire. That's crazy that their attack is so similar. And he is faster, but Hitmonlee is just... or not... Oh, fuck, I'm gonna keep calling. I'm gonna keep making a mistake. Lee is bulkier, and I think I appreciate the bulk more than I appreciate Uh, Mankey's light speed lead. Alright, well, it's 9 o'clock. I I still have some time. I don't start for another hour, and I only live like 15 minutes away. Got robbed of guts, yeah, but I think intimidate is probably just gonna be better. Being able to set that up will be nice. Okay, so this first trainer is Mankey and then Shroomish. Um, Mankey, it doesn't really threaten much. Like, the worst that it can do to me is like threat facade. Yeah, I quad resist reversal. Get out of here. And then Shroomish is up next, and the worst it can do is stun spore and then like lynch me to death. Again, I'm just not concerned. I'm so bulky. Sludge might just win that. Nice, nice. Inevitability. Yeah, the worst it can do is paraflinch me, but that wasn't really like at that point I can just switch, so. And oh, bubble beam. Yes, please. Alright. I'm also not really concerned about the next trainer either. Like, he's definitely no slouch, but I should be good. Okay, we can full restore. I think I'll candy everybody up to 18. Bounce. Bounce is still like 2 turns. May paralyze. Well, it's better than Splash in every conceivable way. Aside from PP, I guess. Woohoo, it's gonna evolve soon. Which is nice. I don't think I want to take that. I don't. I'm a big hater of recoil move. Also, you may have heard a meow. That is my friend's cat who's staying at the time. Yeah, like I said, unbothered confusion. Really, the scary thing comes from the next Pokemon being a Combustion with Speed. And it also has knockoff. Now, knockoff is not stab on it, so I'm not like horribly concerned. Confusion should still deal a ton. Knockoff crit might kill. Okay, it goes for Sword Stance, which, because this is not Gen 4, knockoff will not be buffed by Sword Stance. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. If it just hits itself in confusion, then we're set. Okay. We were dead to crit knockoff. That is actually a little sad. But it's okay. So we have one more trainer before Brawly. And then oof. Yeah, Brawly's insane. I'm not looking forward to that. to swap anything with a side beam. Okay. We'll get everybody to 19, but I think I'm gonna put Pete at 20 for this fight and get the evolution. Secret power over Nightshade, I guess. Man, Zubat still hasn't learned a flying type move. That's really sad. Alright, so it's lead Metatites. I didn't actually mean to step into that. I meant to check my stats again. Okay. That's fine. This thing is Karate Chop, Fake Out, Side Beam. Hoot Hoot still being a Hoot Hoot is fine. It's gonna just fake me out and then go for Karate Chop. Yeah. Hit the Hypnosis, and then this thing does have like Black Belt. You know it's not going for side. Intimidate gets rid of some of the Karate Chop damage it could have done. Fake Out causes it to flinch. Does a lot of damage actually. Rolling Kick should still be decent damage, even though it's resisted. Poke Up, Side Beam, we live. Yeah. We have good special. We have just good bulk actually. Then this Ledian also has Side Beam. But Ledian probably just dies to one. Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's like any world where I'm really concerned. Intimidate is a little ass, but it's still fine. Rolling Kick probably 2 shots. Nice. Yeah. I didn't know that could flinch. What? Alright, cool. And now we have Brawly. And with Brawly, he's a doozy. So he has a lead Hitmonchan. With Fake Out, Ice Punch, Force Palm, and Thunder Punch. Followed by Apom with Fake Out, Brick Break, Headbutt, Aerial Ace. Machop, Bulk Up, Rock Tomb, Facade, Karate Chop. Elekid, Spark, Karate Chop, Fire Punch, Ice Punch. Makuhita, Reversal, Knockoff, Bulk Up with Vital Throw. And then a Metatite in the back with Focus Punch, Thunder Punch, Side Beam, Substance. The Arloni Poison Fang, which doesn't really help in that much, but cool. Ice Punch and Thunder Punch, but it's coming off of a really bad special attack stat with Hitmonchan. Use Ray over Psywave. Yeah. Okay. I think I am actually going to give Pope the Shell Bell. Looking at it, The only thing that kind of threatens Pope is the Makuhita's knockoff. So I'm actually feeling pretty good. I think I'm gonna do Poke as my lead. That should, for the most part, take care of Hitmonchan. What the hell's it gonna do? 25 special defense. Pretty low, but it's not taking super effective damage, unlike it would. Probably faster with Lee and could fake it out first. Fake it out, then it might go for Force Palm, which would be like a super nice switch. Yeah, you know what? We'll lead with Lee. Lead with Lee. And I think I will go ahead and use Aerial Ace on that. I think I like it over Bite a lot. Alright, cool. Yeah, like I said, Brawly's tough. And after this Brawly fight is when I'm going to have to call it for sure. So, that's not bad. Getting 2 gems done in 1 sitting. Alright. So, Intimidate, so it's already weaker. Faster, so we fake it out, so it can't fake us out. And then I'm assuming it's going for Force Palm. Even if it's not, this is still probably my best play. Very little damage. And then it can go for freezes all at once. It's still not going to deal too much. Yeah, it's coming off of its own pathetic special attack into my decent special defense. It's not much healing, but it's okay. Getting paralyzed would suck, but thankfully we dodged it. Alright, this should bait in Makuhita with knockoff. If I'm looking at his team right. And I'm not stupid. I'm prone to being stupid, though. Makuhita is almost assuredly going for knockoff. So I think, yeah, we just swap into Lee again. Get Intimidate on it. We can fake it out. It does have thick fat, but we're not really concerned that much about it. Okay, going for Bulk Up is... Gave it a free setup turn. Alright, we'll go for Rolling Kick, which this should deal a ton of damage. Getting the flinch is nice. It does not have any priority moves. Rolling Kick kills. Ooh, this is like almost max power. Okay, that was a crit. It should have been dicey, but we're okay. Alright, looking at his team, I believe this will bait in Apom. And at this point, his team doesn't really have much it can do against Pope. I think we'll just swap back in. Take out for minimal damage. And then it's probably going to try to flinch me with like headbutts. It'll still hit decently hard. Sludge. Gotta slack off again. Ooh. It's still probably going for headbutt. Could switch into Lee. Nah, I don't want to risk Lee or Pope. Yeah, gonna just put this. What are my stats? I think secret power is still gonna be stronger, even though my attack is weaker, just because of how much more base power plus stab. Yeah. Not as much as I was wanting. Does confusion do more? Am I just dumb? Damn, probably should have just. Oh, no, there's no way that one very quick out of range. Secret power. Damn it! I want to waste another turn. It's okay. Okay. Apom gone. I believe this is into Machop because it has Rock Tomb. Which at this point now we go for confusion. I think that crit was necessary to KO it, but it's not like if we had gotten hit by Rock Tomb. Elekid now, Meditite, has Thunder Punch. But it's instead going for Focus Punch, which means I can peck it and have no issues. Okay, cool. He just threw this fight. Making me seem concerned for nothing. So all that's left is Elekid, Spark, Karate Chop, Fire Punch, X Punch. Amazing coverage on this thing. Probably going for the Thunder Punch, if I had to guess. I think Point should be just okay for this. I meant Spark, did I say Thunder Punch? Yeah, we can take. Oof, we can take a crit. Damn it! This thing has a Chesterberry for some reason. Alright. Yeah, we're dead to crit Spark. This is still probably Spark, though. If I had to guess, which I didn't think about the fact that like most of my Pokemon kind of fucking suck. Hope for no paralysis, and then we should be okay. We can fake out. And then Mach Punch. Sweet. Cool. There's probably taken care of. Could have been way worse. Thankfully, didn't have to worry too much. That's what I like to see. Yeah, Deathless Brawly. Definitely could have been way worse. I didn't even use Bat or Doduo. But while I had a relatively easy time with the first two gyms, I'm not looking forward to Watson. Watson is going to be rough. But yeah, maybe we'll end it here since I got to get ready and prep for work. I do appreciate everyone who was watching for sure. I'll probably be streaming when I get off of work in the morning, around 6 a.m. Eastern time. Well, close to 7. But yeah, I'll definitely be streaming again, and we'll just kind of go from there. So thank you guys.